When I tell you, these are the most beautiful body washes that I've ever used in my life. Oh my goodness. It smells so good. Transformation worship, undefeated champion. As a believer in Jesus Christ, a child of God, a woman of God, when you got Jesus on your side, you are on the winning side. So whenever I hear that song, I get pumped because I'm like, I got Jesus. So if I got Jesus with me, I'm on his side, he's on my side. I'm on the winning side, so I'm not losing. Hey girl, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna be doing my current favorites. This basket is full of all the things that I've been loving lately. And all of those products are all non-toxic, low-toxic beauty, skincare, wellness products. I've been loving things lately, and I test and review products, but sometimes I don't get through all of them, so you don't know what I'm loving currently. You sometimes have to wait until my empties videos, and with certain products, I don't get to empty them yet. So I figured this would be a great opportunity to share what I've been loving lately. We are going to be talking about makeup, skincare, hair care, wellness, spiritual growth, and body care hygiene products. So if you like videos like this, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get into this current beauty fave. So now we're gonna get into makeup products. Starting off with the makeup products, this bag right here has been my favorite. I'll let you know in case you were wondering, this is actually from the brand Sonia Kashuk. And it's very affordable. I love it because of the detailing and the texture of it, and it's easy to wipe clean even though it is a light color. It's beautiful. I love nudes, so it's perfect for me. What I love about it is that it fits everything. On one side, I can put my makeup, and then on the other side, I have all my tools and my makeup brushes. It's been a good way to keep track of my everyday makeup products, and also when I'm traveling for a quick trip, this bag is perfect. We're going to talk about the makeup products that I've been loving lately. The first product, which is skincare makeup, it is my favorite, my holy grail. I've repurchased this several times, and whenever I try something else, I always come back to it. And this is the RMS Supernatural Radiance SPF 30 in the shade Rich Aura, the deepest shade. And I just love this. For me, it's been a 3-in-1, depending on the day and what I have time for. But I do my skincare with this as my last step to protect it. I love it because it also can be light coverage makeup. It works well under my makeup. It gives me that juicy, glowy finish that I love. I love it, love it, love it. And if you've seen them in my empties videos, in my makeup routine videos, you know how much I love this. So this hands down is my favorite SPF product that I've used so far. For the past couple of years, this has been my favorite non-toxic product. And then next, as far as when it comes to base products like my foundations, I've had two here. The first foundation I have to talk about is the Christian Beauty Co. Divine Confidence Plant Powered Foundation. I love this foundation. This is my favorite foundation, and I have it in the shade 18 Glorious. This is the sample size. When I first heard about the brand, it was the first makeup product that I tried, and ever since I have not touched any of my other foundations. I love this. I love it so much. It is my favorite foundation, period, but especially my favorite liquid foundation. I wouldn't say it's full coverage, but it definitely can lean more light to medium depending on your skin preferences and needs. But for me, it is a medium coverage foundation, and I love it. It's lightweight, skin ingredients infused. I have sensitive acne prone skin. So when it comes to finding makeup products, especially foundation that doesn't irritate the skin, that does not have any fragrance in it, it is the best option for me, and so this one does not, and I love that, and I love how it performs. It's what I have on my face at the moment, and I have a review video on this foundation, and then I also have used it in other short form content. So if you are looking for a clean foundation, and it also is a Christian faith-based beauty brand, which is so exciting and amazing to support. So for me, it was a no-brainer. Definitely give this a try if you are looking for a foundation that is light medium coverage, lightweight, but still looks like your skin, but better, and also a faith-based brand. So I highly recommend it. And again, it's my favorite. And another favorite base product from this same brand, Christian Beauty Co., is the Tallow Cream Foundation. And I have several shades of this product because I love it. So I go in with Rich Golden. This is what it looks like. And this is the Rich Golden shade. That's what that looks like. As you see, I've been going in on this product. That's how much I love it. I either spot conceal with it, I go all over my face with it, and then underneath my eyes, I'll go in with my custom shade that I use as a concealer underneath my eyes. And then I have two other shades. I also have it in Rich Neutral. And I believe that one will be more of a summer shade, maybe if I get a little more tan. I just love it. I believe it's medium buildable coverage. It feels lightweight and it is high performing makeup. I also had spot concealed with this too because I am experiencing an outbreak from a skincare product that I tried. So I have a breakout that I'm trying to cover, but as you can see, even though I have some texture on my face, the skin still looks beautiful. Like the foundation and how it's sitting on the skin, it just looks beautiful and I just love it. So what I like this Tallow Cream Foundation is for my everyday makeup routines when I'm in the rush and I don't have time, or when I do have time and I want to add a little more coverage. That's what I love these for. And again, I love this product because it's multi-use. You can use it for whatever you want to use it for. You just have to get a shade that can work for that step. And I also have a deeper shade for bronzing and contouring as well. It is a newer product in my collection, so that's why it's not in this video at the moment, but I would not be surprised by next month it will be in my favorites. But I just love this product and I love the brand, and I highly recommend if you are wanting to support some more faith-based beauty companies that align with your values. For all my sisters in Christ that love Jesus, but that also stand for righteousness. Like if you want to support a brand that is aligned with those same values and core beliefs, I highly recommend you check out her website. I'll leave it in the description because she has other products on there as well. But these are my standout products from her and I just love it. I highly recommend. It's really all I've been using between that and the Divine Confidence Foundation. That's all I've been using. All my other foundations I've been collecting dust. So when it comes to concealers, another base product that I've been enjoying this month, it is the Iredale Skintuition Brightening Under Eye Concealer. And this is what it looks like. It's in the shade D12, so it's like a deep neutral or dark neutral. And I've been looking for a replacement for my other favorite concealers. And for me, I like a hydrating formula that is going to be medium buildable coverage and a true neutral undertone. I find that with some brands, they have neutral mixed in it, but it still comes off yellow. And for me, I prefer a neutral as my brightening shade. So I gave this a try. I would say I'm not the biggest fan of the clicker part of it, but I do like the formula and I love the shade and it's worked well with my other makeup products. I've really been enjoying this. So if you are on the fence or if you've been looking for a concealer that is more of a neutral undertone, low toxic, I say give this a try. But I've been enjoying this and I highly recommend it. Now, when it comes to blushes, lately I've been loving the Nude by Nature Hydra Stick Lip and Cheek Color. Since I reviewed this, I've been using this. Now, if I want a very pink color blush, this is the one that I'm grabbing. This is what it looks like. I love the sleek, minimal packaging. Small, and that shade is beautiful. I love it. I'll actually swatch it so you can see what it looks like on my skin tone. But this is what it looks like. Beautiful. I love this. Whenever I'm wanting to wear a pink blush, this is the one that I'm reaching for. And then I layer it with this 100% pure fruit pigmented powder blush. And this is what it looks like. This is the packaging. And this is the shade Healthy. So these two, I layer these together. I go in with the cream and then the powder, and then I top it off with the cream, and I love it. But if I'm wanting something more peachy, corally warm tone, I first go in with the Honest Beauty Cream Cheek Lip Color. This is what it looks like, and I'll swatch it on my hand so you can see what it looks like. That's the shade, that's what it looks like. And then I pair it with the 100% pure Fruit Pigmented Berry Naked palette, and I go in with the blush shade, this shade right here. And so I go in with this, then with this, and then I top it off with this one. But those are the blushes that I've been loving lately. And then when it comes to bronzing the face, you know, my favorite has been the Rose Ink Cream Blush in the shade Capri. And you know, I love this so much so that you can see, like, look at the corners of it. It's pretty much about to be done, but what I've been loving to use this with that's been helpful is this beauty right here. So it's the MPH Underpainting Dual-Ended Sculpting Brush, and I love this for sculpting and bronzing my face. It's small and detailed enough to get the corners and along my hairline without messing up my pixie hairline, but I just love this. And yes, I do love a drugstore alternative dupe or brushes, but this brush I would say is definitely worth the splurge. And this is what it looks like. So this side I can use for my nose, and then of course this side I use for my cheekbones, under my jawline, along my hairline, and then in the pockets of my eyes. I waited during the Sephora savings event because I've had my eye on it, because I was looking for a brush that can do that, do it with my nose too. And then this one was just the perfect thing. So of course with traveling, I don't have to bring two brushes. It's just the one for my face and then for my nose. I love it, and it's small enough for being precise and detailed. And if you have a small face and you find that bigger brushes gets a little more messy and more heavy of product on your face, I say give this a try because it's small and detailed. I was looking at her foundation brush. It is about $50, but it's fluffy, and I love a good fluffy brush when blending out my Christian Beauty Co. Divine Confidence foundation. I find that that gives me the finish and the blend that I like. And what I've noticed with that brush is the same thing, but I don't know, $50, that is a lot of money for a brush. And it's just for foundation. So I don't know, I'm thinking about it, but definitely when it's on sale, or I'm still receiving birthday gifts, so maybe I might get it for my birthday from someone. I don't know, but I do have my eye out on that brush. But I love this. I highly recommend it. It's definitely worth the splurge. And I actually want another one. I miss it when it's dirty. So that's how you know when you really love a brush, when you miss it when it's dirty. But the brushes that I love to use, that I've been loving lately for my concealing, I have 3 brushes that I've been loving. So whenever I go into spot conceal, I love this brush. This is the Elf foundation brush. And this is literally like, I think $1 or $2, $3. I know I paid $1 when I got it. Sometimes you can find them at Dollar Tree for $1, or you can get this at Target, Walmart, you know, anywhere. But I love this to spot conceal, and then I also love it to kind of pack it under the eye. And then I will blend it out with this brush. This is the TL concealer brush. And this is what it looks like. See that slant that it has? It fits perfectly under the eye, and I love because it packs it in so it gives more coverage. And this is actually another one that I need to get another brush from. I got this off of Amazon and it was very affordable. It was definitely under $10, but I believe it came with 2 brushes, a foundation and this, and then another brush. I think, I can't remember because it's been so long ago when I ordered it off of Amazon, but recently I've been using it and I've been loving it for that. I love it for the Tallow Cream Foundation whenever I want to go in and pack it in, or when I went in with the Elf brush and then I use it to kind of pack it in and blend it. Also sometimes when I go in with the Elf brush as a spot conceal, then I'll pack it in on the face. So this is a multitasking brush as well, but I do prefer it for the concealing. Whenever I'm using concealer in a quick way, my favorite blush to blend out that concealer is this brush right here. This is my favorite brush for that. This is the Zoeva 135 Petite Face Definer. I love this to blend out my concealer quick, like when I'm in a rush. I like to do that. Sometimes I'll even, whenever I'm spot concealing, I'll blend this out. I used to use this a lot when I had my Say concealer. This was my favorite way to blend out that concealer or the Rose Ink concealer. But I find with the concealers that I'm using now, I prefer these two brushes. But this was a favorite of mine, again, for quick concealing. And I have now recently been using it for setting powder under here when my beauty sponge is dirty. I like how it packs it in. I did that today and I love that. The brushes that I've been loving lately to blend out those two foundations, this one I love for the Tallow Cream Foundation. This is the Verse multi-use brush. This is what it looks like. I love this brush to pack in the cream foundation whenever either I'm doing a no makeup or a full makeup. I just love this brush. It fits in the tin perfectly. I love it. And then when I'm blending out my Divine Confidence foundation, I love this brush right here. This is the Real Techniques blush brush. I know that it's a blush brush, but I love the bristles because it is fluffy and it just blends it out seamlessly. I love it. I know they do have a new skin tint brush. I've been debating if I wanted to get that or not, or if I wanted to wait to get the NPH foundation brush. So I don't know, but I do want something that is a little smaller in size, but still wispy in the bristles like this one. You guys will have to let me know if you have the Real Techniques skin tint brush and if you've been enjoying it. You have to let me know. And if you have that NPH foundation brush, let me know in the comments how you like it or if it's worth the splurge. Because between those two brushes, that is another brush that I would like to add to my collection for my foundation blending, because I only have one of these. And so when this one is dirty, I end up having to use something else I don't necessarily want to use. And then another brush that I like for concealer is when I'm cleaning up under my brows. This is what it looks like. It's by the brand Kala, but I picked it up from Marshalls and TJ Maxx and it was really affordable. It was a whole brush set. So I love this to clean under the brows, or if I'm applying concealer on my lid for prepping before eyeshadow. I just love it for cleaning up detailed areas. Another product for bronzing that I've been loving, and I use it in pretty much all my videos, is the Well People bronzing powder. This is what it looks like. It is in the shade bronze. I love this. A low toxic, affordable product at the drugstore. I love this to bronze my cheeks. I use it even for quick eyeshadow. I just love it. It is my favorite at the moment, and it's the only powder bronzer that I'm using. I do have others, but it's the only one that I like at the moment. And what I love to use that with is the Real Techniques Cherry on Top dual-ended brush. And I believe it's for blush, but I use it for powder application. And this is what it looks like. It is my favorite way to bronze my face. And then this side I use to pack on the finishing powder that I use to set the concealed areas. So I love dual-ended brushes that can work for multiple things. Especially when I'm traveling, it's just convenient to have a brush that can do multiple steps. But I love this for that. And two other brushes that I like for bronzer is this one. This one, I love it as well because this is the Morphe M405 brush. This is what it looks like. And I love it because, again, it doesn't mess with my hairline when I'm going along my hairline. And it's very detailed in application. I love this. And this, again, is a drugstore find. I purchased mine from Ulta. But yeah, I love this for my powder bronzing. And then this brush I love for blending out my cream bronzer. And this is the BH Angled Blush Brush. And it's angled. I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. Another brush that I have that I also use to blend out my cream bronzer products is this Japanese dual-ended brush. This is what it looks like. But this is actually a foundation and concealer dual-ended brush from Japanese. But I use it for that purpose. That's what I love about brushes. Really, you can use it for whatever your heart desires. It's all on technique and it's what you like for your makeup application and for your face shape. My last favorite brush is this Japanese dual-ended brush. For eyeshadow, we have the fluffy side, which is a blending brush, and then we have this side for smudging. This is what the brush looks like. You'll see this a lot in my videos. I love it because two things with one brush. I can go in my crease with this side, and then this side I smudge on my lower lash line with the bronzer or eyeshadow color. I love this. And I have plenty of brushes, but that is the one that I've been using for detail application with eyeshadow. I like to use this brush right here. This is the Morphe M213, and this is what it looks like. I love it to apply the eyeshadow in a detailed way on the lower lash line, on my upper lid, in the inner tear duct, wherever. Another one that I love for my inner tear duct application for a cream highlighter or powder highlighter is this Zoeva lip contour brush. This is what it looks like. A lot of my brushes I do that with because I just like what I like, and when I experiment with my brushes and it does what I need it to do, I don't really care what it's for. I just know what I like it for. Okay, so that's all the brushes that I've been liking as far as makeup goes. Now, moving on to the rest of the makeup that I've been loving. So when it comes to a cream highlighter, it is going to be the Rose Ink Cream Highlighter. I love this. This is the shade Prismatic, and this is what it looks like. I'll swatch it so you can see what it looks like on my skin tone. This is what it looks like. And then it can sheer out more than that. Yeah, I love this to highlight. I love it on the tip of my nose and along the bridge and then in my inner tear duct. It is my favorite. I also have others, but that's the one that I love. I love the formula. I love how creamy it is and how it melts into the skin. And I love it, love it, love it. So when it comes to blush, there's two brushes that I've been loving. First, it was the Elf Stain and Tint Blending Brush. And this was the brush that I loved for my cream blushes, liquid blushes. That was my favorite until this was released. And this is the Real Techniques multitasking brush. And this is what it looks like. You have this end right here, what could be for powder application. And then this end right here is for the cream application. And I love it. So ever since purchasing it, actually my husband purchased it because he knew that I liked it and I was interested in getting it, and he surprised me with it. But I love it because again, it's a 2-in-1, my cream application and then my powder application. But I still love this, but this, I have not been reaching for this because of this brush. Setting the makeup, I've been loving the RMS Radiance Lock Setting Mist, and I've been loving it. I've been enjoying it. This is what it looks like, and as you see, I have been going through it. I do need to get a travel size because this is kind of big to travel with. I love this, and I highly recommend if you are looking for a non-toxic or low-toxic setting mist to help with melting the makeup in your skin and extending the wear. I love it and I highly recommend it. The next favorite that I've been loving since purchasing it is the Nude by Nature Translucent Loose Finishing Powder. This is what it looks like. And I love the rose gold packaging, Luxe. It's what I have on right now, and I just love it. And it is affordable. I believe this is about $11 and change at Walmart. So you can't beat that price. If you are looking for a drugstore clean beauty find, love it and I highly recommend. And as far as eyeshadows, what's been my favorite that I grabbed the most is my 100% Pure palettes. I love these palettes because you have eyeshadows, highlighting shade, and a blush shade in them. The Berry Naked Fruit Pigmented palette, I love it for the highlighting and the blush shade. These two shades, as you can see, is the ones that I grab more often. And then whenever I'm wanting to do eye makeup for a more special occasion, I love the Rose Gold palette. This is what it looks like. All of these shades I use as eyeshadow, and then this one I use as an inner tear duct. It's my favorite eyeshadow palette for special occasions, every day, it doesn't matter. And whenever I want some shimmer on the lid, this is the palette that I go to. I just love this palette. I love it and I highly recommend. Now, in terms of eyebrow products, what I've been loving, the thing is, I had the RMS Back to Brow liner. I don't know what happened to it. That is my favorite formula. That is my favorite pencil. But when it comes to definition and being more precise, I like the Rimmel Kind and Free Brow Definer. This is in the shade Espresso. This is what it looks like. And when I want to fill in the sparse areas, I use the eyeliner pencil in the shade Pecan. RMS Back to Brow pencil, I would use it for that purpose. But because I can't find it, I've been using this instead. So once I finish this out, then I'm going to repurchase the RMS Back to Brow liner. It has not shown up, so I don't know if I dropped it at church. I don't know what. All I know is we had a banquet for the teens at the church, and I used it to do my makeup, and that was the last time that I saw it. So I do miss it, but this is what I've been using in replace of it. I do love it, and I have been enjoying it, and I highly recommend. These are drugstore prices, low toxic makeup products. Love it. Now, when it comes to the lashes, these have been my go-tos. So this is the Jane Iredale Lash Extender and Conditioner. This is what it looks like. This is the brush. I'm not the biggest fan of the wand, but I do love the formula. I love that it does not irritate my eyes, and it does help with the long wear of the mascara. My favorite non-toxic mascara right now is the 100% pure Fruit Pigmented Ultra Lengthening Mascara. I love this mascara. It's in the shade Black Tea, which is the black shade, is an hourglass shape, and I love it. It smells like fruit, blueberries, blackberries, and it does not irritate my eyes. I love this. I love how it just lengthens my lashes. It gives it some volume. So I love this, and I highly recommend it. And when it comes to lips, what I've been grabbing lately, again, I have other lip products, but this is what I've been gravitating to lately. This is the Nude by Nature Lip Definer in the shade Espresso. This is actually a deeper shade than what I normally go for, but I've been loving it. This is what it looks like. And then I go in either with the 100% pure Fruit Pigmented Lip Gloss, and this is in the shade Naked. And I love this. I believe this is a pinky nude shade. And then a new fave that I've been loving since receiving it is the Araza Coconut Color Glossy Balm in the shade Melba. It's like a coral shade. This is also another non-toxic lip product, and I love it. What I love about this one, it is like a glossy balm. It feels like a balm, but gloss at the same time. It's not sticky. It is moisturizing on the lips. I love this. I do want to try some other shades. I've been loving this, and I highly recommend if you are looking for some non-toxic lip glosses. This one, if you want it to be balmy lip gloss, and then this one, if you just want a lip gloss. But I love them. I have the full collection of this. So I've been either grabbing the Naked shade or the pink caramel shade. These are the two shades, but love it, highly recommend. A few more tools to talk about when it comes to makeup in my process during makeup. So another tool that I've been loving with my makeup routine, and this is my handheld fan. As you can see, this is what it looks like. This is what you see in my videos. Whenever I am drying my face after setting it with setting spray, I love it. It's so cute and beautiful. Love the detail. It's for the experience for me. I love this. I purchased it off of Amazon. And another tool, this is the Japanese Pro Lash Curler. I've been on a hunt for a lash curler that fits my eye shape. I thought I had almond shaped eyes, but I actually have monolid eyes, I believe. So I need something that is more for an almond shaped eye. And I find that this one, I just love what it does. And before I was scared of a lash curler. I finally tried it, and ever since I have not looked back. I cannot do a makeup routine without using my lash curlers. I just love it. And this is at the drugstore under $10. I do want to try the Shiseido one to see if it is worth it or not. And then when it comes to my lashes, my lash application, I love my lash applicator from Kiss because it's small and it's not bulky, it's not heavy, and it just does what I need it to do. If you've watched my videos, you know that I love a good press-on falsie, and my favorite brand is the Kiss Impress brand. I've tried the Iredale ones, I've tried the Winky ones, but the Kiss Impress ones are my favorite. And I thought that I've tried my favorite until I tried this one for my birthday. This is the lashes. I love the sleek case that it comes in. And then these are the lash clusters. This is in the demi bold style. It's the lashes that I have on today, and I just love it. It gives you like a little something something, not doing too much, but a little subtle glam. And I love this case. I find that the other cases were very wonky to travel with. It's practical, but it still looked cute, you know, at the same time. So since purchasing this and opening it and using it, this is what I put it back in whenever I'm done. So I love these. I highly recommend. Now my last tool is the Christian Beauty Co. Beauty Sponge. Her engraving on the sponge, I love it. And I love that it's brown. I find with other blenders, it's bright colors, light colors. So, you know, I don't like to see the color of the foundation on it. But with this being brown and my foundation is brown, I don't know if that's just me, but I just love that it's brown. But it also blends flawlessly. I use this for setting under my eye with the finishing powder. The finishing powder in this is a dynamic duo. Like it just blends flawlessly under the eye. Wherever I set, it's what I use. Since using this, I don't even grab this anymore. This was an old fave and this is now my new fave. I love it, and this is affordable. It's about $6 on her website, and I love it. I do need to pick up some more. I now see, wow, like it is amazing, but I love it and I highly recommend. So those are all my makeup faves. It all fits in here. I just love this bag. So when it comes to skincare, I do have some skincare faves. So the first favorite I have is this fan. I love this fan because I use it for my skin prep, skincare at night. I love it because it helps speed up my skincare routine. The drying process, it really does come in handy for that. So for the girlies that are trying to do your skincare in a minimal time, this is gonna be a game changer. I purchased this from my local beauty supply store. I've even purchased these from TJ Maxx, Marshalls. You can find this on Amazon, I know that for sure, but I love it. It has 3 speeds. I used to have a smaller one and I would travel with that one. I travel with this one too, but the one I had before was even smaller and it was perfect. But you know, at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, when you find those, sometimes it's just the one, but I've been loving this one and it was like $4.99, I believe. But yeah, love this, highly recommend this. Okay, so we got a lot of skincare faves. There's a lot of things I've been loving, a lot of things I emptied out. First step, cleansing the face. So in the morning, this is what I've been loving. This is the 100% pure argan oil creaming cleanser. This is what it looks like. Mainly for my morning skincare routine because it's creamy. I love those type of cleansers in the morning, and it's hydrating, good for sensitive, acne-prone skin. I love it. It's actually empty. I finished it out, so I love this, and it is non-toxic. If you put in the code KDCreative30 on your first purchase, you'll get 30% off. And even existing customers can use that code and will get some money off. But I love this. I highly recommend. This is not sponsored. They did send this in PR, but I really enjoyed it, of course, because it is empty, but highly recommend. Love, love, love. This is the Anua Pore Care Pads. These were toner pads. This is what it looks like. And this is another thing that I loved as a prepping the skin. So I would cleanse the skin, then I would go in with this just to make sure that I remove any debris, clean up the pores. That is one of my skin problems that I like to minimize my pores or clean them out, because anything gets in it, then I have a breakout or irritation. So for me, pore care is very important in my skincare routine. There's about 60 rounds in here, so this did last me a good bit. These I really enjoyed. I highly recommend. If one of your concerns for your skin is your pores, you want them to be minimized, or if you have acne-prone skin, I would say try this out. Now, when it comes to toner sprays, I have 2 here. They both are drugstore affordable brands. I have the Bioma Balancing Mist, and then I have the Cococan Calming Magnesium Mist. This is what they look like. For the sensitive, acne-prone girlies, if you know, you know. These have been a game changer for me. I love the magnesium and zinc in this one, and then I love that this one has ceramides, glycerin. I mean, all the hydrating ingredients you need, but it's soothing, calming. These 2 are for that. I do love these. These are empty, and I highly recommend. Now, in terms of moisturizers, I have about like 3 favorites that I rotate in between, but I've been finding that I prefer a moisturizer that pumps out. I don't want to scoop anything out. These are the two that I've been rotating between. This one is the Purito Oat and Calming Gel Cream. And then this one is the Coco Con Electrolyte Water Cream. This is what they look like. They both, again, good for sensitive, acne-prone girlies, any kind of skin really. So if you have sensitive, acne-prone skin and you are looking for something that's gonna be soothing, calming, hydrating, I would say definitely give this a try. And then the Coco Kind also is lightweight, calming moisturizer. I do prefer gel moisturizers. I find that they don't clog my pores and they give enough hydration, but at the same time, they work well under my makeup. I love it for that. This is also empty, by the way. Another moisturizer that I've been loving that is new to me, it is the 100% pure rose water hydrating milk. This has hyaluronic acid in it. It is like a milky toner moisturizer. I love it for my morning skincare routine, skincare prep before makeup routine. I love it. It works well with my other products and it looks good under makeup. It's what I have on underneath this makeup here. It's hydrating. It has roses, cortisol in it, so it gives that spa-like feel. And I love that it comes in a glass bottle, gives you that luxe experience. Another one that I've been loving and I highly recommend. I'm more than halfway through the bottle. Now, my favorite serum ampule for my skin is the Skin 1004 Centella Ampule. This is what it looks like. And it is empty, as you can see. This is a holy grail staple. I've emptied out so many of these in my empties videos and my skincare prep routine. I love this. Whenever I'm without it, my skin notices it and it's yelling and screaming at me. So I am definitely gonna repurchase this. It is calming, soothing, hydrating, simple ingredients, and a lot comes in the bottle for the price. Korean skincare, affordable. Find these on Amazon, now Target and Ulta, and then of course TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Love this. I use this in a day and I use this at night. Highly recommend, especially for the sensitive acne-prone skin girlies. Love this. When it comes to antioxidants, I had tried the Earth Harbor Marina Biome Brightening Ampule. This is what it looks like. It was in a travel set, so it had a few of their products in travel size, and so it was a good way to try it out, and I really liked this. I use this after my Centella Ampule, and then I'll use this, and then I'll go in with my moisturizer. But I love this and it didn't break me out. I just haven't repurchased it because now I'm using this antioxidant. This is a concoction of mine. I mix a lot of different antioxidants in here and this is what I've been using. It's what I use in any of my skincare prep videos. Whenever I'm doing my skincare in the morning, it is my go-to. I use it after my serum of choice and before my moisturizer. I love it because it's protecting my skin from all the environmental stressors. It's also adding rejuvenation to my skin, brightening my skin, all the things. So instead of vitamin C, I just like an antioxidant. I have not found a vitamin C serum that does not break me out or irritate my skin. So in the meantime, that's what I'm using and I just love this. And I highly recommend it. I mean, well, this one is a DIY, but they have so many on the market right now. You can find one. And when it comes to acne breakouts, this is what I go in with. I wet a organic cotton swab, and then I put some drops of organic tea tree oil, essential oil, and then I go in with the Dime TBT serum, mandelic acid and peptides. This is what they look like. I find that with the Dime TBT serum, it was too strong to use on its own on my face, but I do like it as a spot treatment type of product. So that's what I use if ever I get like a pimple or something like a breakout, I apply it. So I wet the cotton swab with water, and then I go in on one end with the tea tree oil, and then the other side I go in with this, and it really does something because overnight it's working and then the next morning it's like calmed down. So this is what I use when it comes to breakouts or pimples. Love this combination. So I double cleanse at night. I find that that has changed the game for my skin, my texture of my skin, the way it looks, the complexion. Double cleansing has been a game changer for me. So that's what I do at night. So either I go in with my holy grail jojoba oil or I go in with the 100% pure blood orange cleansing balm. These two. I go in with this one if I'm wearing makeup, and then if I just have skincare on and a skin tint, then I go in with this. But if I'm doing like eyeshadow, like today's face, I'm gonna go in with this. But both I love, I highly recommend. If you are looking for something that's more balmy, I say give this a try. But if you want just oil, I say give this a try. And again, this is affordable. Amazon drugstore, $9.99. You get 4 ounces in here. And then this one is 3.4 ounces. So, you know, either one, it just depends. But I thought this would be too strong. So when it comes to my skin, it's very sensitive. It breaks out easily with fragrance or anything that's too strong. So I was skeptical about this, but I tried it and it works. Even though it has orange essential oil or abstracts in it, it has not broken me out, and I enjoy this. It doesn't burn my eyes at all. Both of these are my fave for my step 1 in my double cleansing routine at night. These are the 2 that I rotate between. So if you have sensitive skin, acne prone skin, or any kind of skin, and you're looking for a double cleansing product for your first step, I say give those a try. So another skincare fave, these I love whenever I want to do a little bit of extra something for my face. These are the 100% pure gel mask. This is the matcha green tea. And then this one is the ginseng royal jelly. I love this for soothing, calming, hydrating the skin. And then I love this for brightening, glowy the skin. I love these both. I highly recommend. I've even had the coffee one, but these 2 are my favorite that I've been loving lately. Love these, highly recommend. And they are affordable and you can find them on their website. Another thing that I love to use is a Dermablade. This is the Tweezerman Rose Gold Dermablade. I love this to remove any peach fuzz on my face, along my upper lip, everywhere. I love this, highly recommend. You can get that at Ulta, Target, any drugstore place. You can find them even on Amazon, but they are a good way to remove the peach fuzz off your face. And my last skincare fave is these. They are spa headbands. As you can see, I love the brand Kish. Kish has a lot of these. I also have these. They come in handy when I'm doing my skincare routines, but I love these. These are my favorite. But again, I love Kish brand, but if I can't find the Kish ones in store, I like to pick these up from Amazon as well, or TJ Maxx Marshalls. In terms of hair care products, I only have one here, and this is the John Masters Organics Volumizing Foam. This is what it looks like. And it is empty. I do have a replacement already. I repurchased it, but I love this. This is my favorite hair foam for my pixie. I love it because it does have a hold, but it also is moisturizing and it's non-toxic, good ingredients. Now it does have a little bit of a more higher end price tag, but this has been the best that I've tried so far. That is also clean ingredients. But I love this. I highly recommend for anyone that has a pixie, or if you have curly hair and you want something that's going to give volume and hold, I highly recommend this. For cleaning your makeup brushes, I found one $1.25 at Dollar Tree. This is the Natural Sense plant-based pure castor soap with almond. This is what it looks like. I've tried other soaps, but this one is the most affordable soap that I've tried so far, and I really love it. They also have a charcoal version. I love that one too, but these are the soaps that I use to clean my makeup brushes. It gets the brushes clean and still soft, and I just love it. No fragrance. I love it. I highly recommend. It's been the most affordable, best brush cleaner that I've used so far with cleaner ingredients. Now let's talk about wellness products. First, we'll go in with oral care. I have tried the Boca Nano Hydroxyapatite toothpaste. This is what it looks like. Now, I have been on the hunt of trying cleaner alternative toothpastes to see what is the best of the best. I tried another brand. It is not my favorite, so I won't mention it. I've tried 2 other brands, 2 new brands, and out of the 3, this one is my favorite. So far, I really enjoyed this. I love how minty it leaves your mouth feeling. It suds up enough and it's really good. I really have enjoyed it. There's still a few more brands that I do want to try before I share my final verdict on the other brands. But so far, this one is in the lead of the newer brands that I've tried so far. I love that you can find this a lot of places. The travel size, not so much finding it everywhere, but I did wanted to try it in the travel size first to see if it's worth spending for the full size. And I will say it is worth spending for the full size. But again, I am curious, so I do want to try the other brands as well. But if you are looking for a non-toxic toothpaste, I say give this a try. I've been loving it so far. And so another purchase that I have made, this is the Luminix electric toothbrush. This is what it looks like. And it has the bamboo brush. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I would say if you are trying to switch out from the plastic type of brushes, plastic bristles, I would say this will be a good swap. It is affordable. I found this at TJ Maxx. It was $19.99, and I know it costs more in other places, but TJ Maxx and Marshalls are gonna be your best friend to finding higher end products, but for an affordable price tag. But yeah, I've loved this. Now there is another one that I do want to try. It is more expensive, but it is worth the money. But at the moment, I figured I'm dipping my toes in it. So I started with this, and then eventually maybe I'll get that other one. I'll put a picture of it on the screen, the toothbrush that I really want. But this one was a good, affordable alternative to it. If you are looking for an affordable, cleaner toothbrush, I would say give this a try. I've been loving it. And of course, I love it because it is pink. It's that blush, pink, girly shade. They come in the light blue shade as well. The pink to me was more feminine. Highly recommend. In terms of supplements, I discovered this brand on social media, and it is a faith-based brand. It is We Heart Nutrition. This is what it looks like. I love the glass packaging. I love the details, like the top, it is bamboo. I love it. She has a lot of other supplements on her website, but I started off trying the Wholesome Women's Multivitamin. I also tried a balanced one, which I tried it because it's supposed to help even with menstrual cramps. But I find that for that, I think I had to try it out for 60, 90 days to see if it's really working. And so I only bought it once. I hadn't repurchased it because I'm trying out the different ones that she has. Now I have her magnesium glycates. I'm trying that out and seeing how that works out for me. But I've been loving this. I've repurchased this several times. Supporting Christian faith-based brands is my intention moving forward, especially for brands that share my core values and beliefs. I want to support these brands. And a lot of these brands, I don't hear anyone talking about them, and they're really great brands. They have great products. And so for me, I want to support these small businesses, especially if I can support these brands that are doing great things for the kingdom. I will prefer to do that. So I highly recommend, if you are looking for a Christian brand that has supplements, multivitamins, all the things for all stages of life. They even have some for men, ones for pregnancy, postpartum. I mean, all the things they have, and I just love it. And I've been enjoying it. Now, you know, the difference between this one and the other one is getting used to the taste. But other than that, I really have been enjoying it. I've been loving these teas. Reishi Tea and Botanicals. These have been my go-to teas that I've been loving lately. I know it's not beauty related, but it does affect the inside. So the turmeric ginger, I love that for my stomach and digestion. And then the elderberry healer is good for if I'm feeling like I got a scratchy, itchy throat, or when I feel like my body is fighting against something. I love to go in with this one. This is my favorite tea brand. It's very luxurious. I believe you can get them at Sprouts, but I know you can get them at Whole Foods, Fresh Market, Amazon. I love that they come in the sachet bags and they are real herbs. You can see it's not like that powdery stuff we see in the other kind of teas. So these are some good non-toxic teas. If you are looking for a brand, I highly recommend it. Now for peppermint, the tea that I've been liking is the brand called Numi, I believe. I'll leave it on the screen. That is my favorite minty, spearmint, peppermint type of tea. It's also organic. So in case you are in a hunt for some non-toxic teas that help with different things, those two brands are my favorite, and those three teas are my favorite. So we can't talk about wellness without talking about spiritual growth. So when I think about wellness, I think also about the inside. When I think about beauty, I think about the inside. So just as much as we put into the outside appearance of beauty, for me, it's just as important as what's inside, your soul, your spirit. So for me, that is very important. So I'm going to share also some favorites that help me spiritually. Things that pull me closer to Jesus and not away. Things that build up my spirit man and not shrink it. Like, that's what I think about in terms of the things that I listen to, the things that I watch, the content that I consume. So when I think about my spiritual growth journey, I think about what I've been enjoying that has me more confident in my walk, that also encourages me spiritually. I think about worship. I think about music because I love music. So what not be a way of music that also glorifies God, that also strengthens me spiritually, that also encourages me. Something that will direct my eyes on God and not on myself or my circumstances or even other people. So I just want to share a few things that have been helping me out. So in case for you, like if you have been struggling with certain things, or if you feel like you need some tools or some resources to help you grow spiritually or to help you be more encouraged, be more wise, be more filled with joy. A few worship songs that have been helping me out. Well, there's a lot of songs, again, because I love music. I love worship. I love anything that's going to draw me to the Lord, anything that's going to keep my eyes on Jesus, anything that's going to remind me of who I am in Christ and who He is in my life. So some artists that I've been loving is Elevation Rhythm. I don't hear enough people talking about them, but I love them. They're so underrated. They're so good. And some songs that I've been loving is Thank God I'm Free, I Was But God, Washed, Goodbye Yesterday, Abba I Know, At the Altar. I mean, all these songs are so amazing, but for me, they remind me of who I was before Jesus and who I am now that I have Jesus. And there's a big difference. There's a big difference when you don't know Jesus and when you do. And there is comfort in that. There's peace in that. And for me, worship is always going to be my favorite kind of music because it is a way to strengthen me spiritually. It's a way to encourage me. It stirs up the joy in me. It stirs up the Spirit of God in me and help me to be excited about the day and excited about what's going on around me. It even gets me more excited about the Word of God because in these lyrics is words and they're usually inspired by the scriptures. And so for me, that makes such a big difference in my day. And so I start my day off with worship. I mean, throughout the day, at the end of the night, like I just love it. So if you are looking for some artists to encourage you spiritually or to just, have your moments when you want to jam out in the house, cleaning, cooking, doing your makeup, whatever, I highly recommend Elevation Worship. They have all types of music and all types of songs, up-tempo, slower songs. They have a mixture of everything. And I also been loving a group called SOOOO Worship. A song called Fruit Takes Time. I heard this song for the first time and I was like, oh my gosh, like it's just, man. Another song by Travis Green and Forward City is Track Record. And again, it's just a reminder of Jesus and the finished work on the cross and when He's present in your life, how much of a difference it makes in your life after Christ compared to before Christ. It's a reminder of how good He is and how faithful He is and that He's a good father and He loves His children. And anyway, I can go on and on and on, but that's another song that I've been loving. Another artist that I've just discovered, her name is Jamie McDonald. She has a song called Ain't No Way. She has a few songs, but she's another one. I'll say check her out. Transformation Worship, Undefeated Champion. As a believer in Jesus Christ, a child of God, a woman of God, when you got Jesus on your side, you are on the winning side. So whenever I hear that song, I get pumped because I'm like, I got Jesus. So if I got Jesus with me, I'm on his side, he's on my side, I'm on the winning side. So I'm not losing. You know, at times it's a good reminder to know that, because in times, depending on your circumstances, on the season that you're in, you can feel undefeated. You can feel like you're weak, that you can't do it. You don't have the strength. Naturally, you feel like that. But sometimes you got to stir up the spirit in you if you are a born again believer in Jesus Christ. And these songs is just a reminder. And it's not just words. These are scriptures. These are biblical words that are in the Bible that is alive. And when you hear it, it's sharper than a two-edged sword. Even though you are weak, you are made strong in Jesus. Greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. So you know, even though this flesh may feel weak, but the Spirit of God that's in you is stronger. Again, when I hear that song, I'm hyped because I'm reminded, like, even though my flesh is weak, the Spirit is always willing to be stronger than me. But I have to acknowledge that and I have to walk it out. And so songs like this is very encouraging for me. You know, Frank Forrest is like my favorite. He is one of my favorite artists, and he really has changed the game in this music industry. And there's a lot of songs that I love from him, but one right now is called Jesus is Alive. It's just a reminder of like the God that you serve. He is alive. He's not in a tomb. He's not dead. Like, he's alive. So when you're praying and when you're speaking to God, you know he hears you and you're not just speaking to a stone. I don't know about you, but for me, when I know that I'm speaking to someone that's alive, I feel like it's a real experience. And I know that something is going to change. Something has to change. And I'm just so blessed and so happy that I get to be on the winning side with the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. That is over everything. And when I am reminded of all those truths, it makes an impact on my day, my mood, how I see myself, how I see people, how I go about life. So I encourage you, child of God, woman of God, if you are not listening to music that is going to draw you closer to God, that is encouraging your spirit man in the inside of you, you need to. This is something that the Lord was showing me, that what content that I intake will impact how I am. I'm constantly, daily having to make decisions and, decluttering. Is this drawing me closer to Jesus, or is this drawing me away? Is this influencing me to be acting in the fruits of the Spirit, or is this influencing me to act in my flesh, in the way that is not like God, is not godly? So I have to take inventory, and I have to take and move and push, unsubscribe, unfollow, whatever I have to do. So I just encourage you that if the Lord is speaking to you in that same way of taking inventory of the content that you're consuming, whether if it's music, movies, TV shows, content creators, social media, whatever it is, if the Lord is calling you to reevaluate what you're intaking, I say take it very serious, because there's something that the Lord is wanting to speak to you. And the only way he can get it to you is you have to, all the noise, you have to remove it so you can hear him clearly. Worship songs are always going to be my go-to. Secondly, Bible plan. This Bible plan my husband actually introduced me to, and I've been loving it. And it's been a good reminder. I know you could read the Bible through so many times, but every time the Lord can be speaking something to you, or you can have a different perspective every time you hear about it. I find even with this reading plan, it had me going back to the Old Testament and just hearing the stories and just being reminded of how good God is and how gracious he is to his children, and how patient he is. It really is a reflection of today's day. Even when we think about how back then, how stubborn and how disobedient the Israelites were, you think about it's going on today. And so I'm constantly reminded of how patient God is, but also how merciful he is, and not taking that for granted. But he's also a just God. repeated disobedience, there is consequences for that. So I'm going through this reading plan and I'm just being reminded of God's goodness, but also how righteous He is and how sovereign He is. If you are looking for a reading plan, in the comment section, you can let me know that you would like an image of it and I'll send it to you some way, somehow. But it's been a game changer for me because it's been helping me have a planned way of rereading the Bible. And it's easy to follow. I love the original creator of this plan, how they did it. It just works perfectly. As a resource, if you are looking for one, I'll leave that. Just comment reading plan in the comment section and I'll get that to you some way, somehow. Now, scriptures, I mean, there's always scriptures that I'm leaning on. Lately, when I've been dealing with different things like fear or feeling inadequate or feeling overwhelmed or feeling like not good enough, or these different things that we think about and feel. But for me, particularly, some scriptures that I've been having to stand on, because I find that we can have these thoughts because they're based off of what we feel naturally and what we think. But the only way we can overcome those feelings and those thoughts is through the Word of God. So we have to read it and read it and read it until it transfers from our mind to our heart, so when we believe it, so it becomes true, so we can walk out this truth, this promise from God. And so for me, I find that I've had to be standing on scriptures, repeating it in my mind, meditating on it day and night, so that it becomes a reality to me, so that that thought or that feeling no longer has a say-so in my mood or how I speak or how I think about myself or someone else, or how I am moving about day to day when it comes to things, or when something happens, how I respond. It's these scriptures that really been helping me through. I'll say the scripture out loud and then maybe I can put it on the screen. That way you can see it. I'll put what it deals with. That way, if it's something that you're dealing with, that could be a scripture that you can refer to, that you can meditate on to help you get through that feeling. Matthew 6:25-27. That is why I tell you not to worry about everyday life. Whether you have enough food and drink or enough clothes to wear, isn't life more than food and your body more than clothing? Look at the birds. They don't plant or harvest or store food in barns, for your heavenly Father feeds them. And aren't you far more valuable to Him than they are? Can all your worries add a single moment to your life? 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths. Philippians 4:19. And my God will liberally supply, fill until full, your every need according to His riches and glory in Christ Jesus. Ephesians 3:20. Now to Him who is able to carry out His purpose and do super abundantly more than all that we dare ask or think, infinitely beyond our greatest prayers, hopes, or dreams, according to His power that is at work within us. Philippians 4:6-7. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus. And Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Those have been scriptures that I've been really chewing on, and that's really been helpful for me recently. Definitely check these scriptures out if you have been or if you are dealing with those same things. Last but not least, Bodycare Hygiene. My Bodycare Hygiene favorites currently. The shaving cream that I like to use is the Now Solutions Nutri Shave. This is what it looks like. snap a picture. I love this to shave my legs. This has been a good cleaner alternative to conventional shaving cream. I love it. It has like a tangerine. I think they use tangerine essential oil, but I love it. I highly recommend it. It's affordable. You can get it on Amazon. I believe you can also get it at Whole Foods, iHerb, any of the natural online places, they have this. And I highly recommend. So now when it comes to body odor under the arms, I've been loving the Mega Bag Space Bar Detoxifying Charcoal Underarm Bar. This is what it looks like. Now I've been loving that for under the arms when it's smelling a little suspicious. I love it because it neutralizes the bacteria, the odor down there, and it just helps detox the underarms. I've been loving that. And so if you are looking for a cleaner or just a charcoal bar soap that's affordable, I highly recommend it. I've repurchased it several times and yeah, I love it. Highly recommend. Another deodorant that does the same, deals with the odor causing bacteria, is the Lumi Whole Body Deodorant in Unscented. This is what it looks like. And I love that for all the other areas that just has an odor when it sweats and you just want something that's going to kill that bacteria immediately. So if you are a girly that, you know, struggles with sweating and start to become a little suspect, I say give that a try because it's been working out for me. And you know, I got to put you guys on. I say give that a try. It's unscented and it still works. Highly recommend. My go-to scent combo has been the Layla Lou by Rosie Jane. This is what it looks like. This is the body oil and then this is the perfume and I've been loving it. And as you see, it is empty. I highly recommend if you like fruity floral notes, you like to smell feminine and girly, not childish, still sophisticated. If you like jasmine, I highly recommend it. I've been loving it. I've been getting compliments whenever I wear it. And it's just like the perfect spring summer scent. Now, another fragrance that I've been loving is the Dime Dan Les Boys. This is what it looks like and it is empty. This is my signature scent. It's my holy grail. I love this. This is my favorite scent that I've tried so far from the Dime brand. I've tried another scent before, but it is nothing compared to this. This one is a cleaner alternative to the Baccarat Rouge. It is a woodsy floral. Red saffron, almond, fir balsam, the middle notes, night jasmine, sweet amber, ambrox, base, cedarwood, amberx, moss. Like if you like woodsy notes, but it's still sweet, I highly recommend this. This is like a mix between masculine and feminine, and I love this. I get compliments left and right when I wear this. I'm out of it, but it was my favorite scent and I loved it. And I highly recommend it. Now, when it comes to body care, body washes, what has stood out to me currently, and I've tried a lot of body washes and body cleansers, and these have changed the game for me. They have more scents in this brand, but I've only tried the 3. These are my favorite. So much so that I tried these out and then I purchased just another brand to hold me up until I can get my hands on this. And the whole time I was using the other brand, all I could think of was this. And that's how I knew these are gonna be my holy grail body washes. They are these, the Olivia brand. I have 3 scents here. I have the cranberry, green tea, honeysuckle, and orchid. When I tell you, these are the most beautiful body washes that I've ever used in my life. That's non-toxic. I mean what I say. These, hands down, I have not tried anything like it, and the consistency is different. It is like aloe plant gel, but I say if you are going to purchase this, make sure whatever you use with it is thin so it doesn't soak up all the product. If you like a soapy experience in the shower, you'll get them cheaper on the website, but you'll have to pay shipping. Or you can get it on Amazon and you'll have to spend a little bit more for free shipping if you have Prime. So it really depends on what you prefer. For me, I figure getting it off their website, I could always use a coupon code to take even more money off and I'll just pay the shipping. But I love these, and this one is my favorite. I know you say cranberry. How could that be a favorite? Oh my goodness. It smells so good. Then the second runner up will be the orchid. Yeah. If you like fruity notes, you'll love the cranberry. If you like fruity floral notes, then you would like orchid. But if you just like floral notes, then you would like the green tea honeysuckle. Yeah, like, and it's fresh. Like, it's fresh and floral. I like all three, but cranberry is my favorite. Orchid will be my second favorite, and then green tea honeysuckle will be my third favorite. But I love it. I love it, and I have repurchased it. I could not wait. And when I tell you, I could not wait till I finished up that other body wash, because again, for me, I'm not going to overconsume products. I am finishing that thing out. Even if I don't like it, I'm finishing it out before I buy a new one. So I did, and I could not wait to break the seal off the new cranberry scent. And oh my goodness, it's just amazing. You just have to try it. And she do offers travel sizes, so you can try it out first. But I would say definitely use something thin. And when I say thin, like this. So this is what I use to shower with. It is a silicone scrubber, and it smells like it. I love it because it's also sanitary. You can boil this and it can kill the bacteria out, and I love it. And then another favorite is these cotton moss. These are by the brand Casaluna. It is organic cotton. And yeah, so these are washcloths. This is what we use in our house. And they're thin though, they're not too thick. I just love them. I don't use these with these body washes, but whenever I'm using like the other soaps, I love this because it does not soak up the soap. If you use washcloths to wash, you know what I mean. It's so thick. And with this one, it is organic cotton, but it's thin, and I just love it. And it doesn't take forever to dry when you're done using it. So I love this. Okay, so this you use to wash, but you cannot use this to wash like your private areas. So that's where this comes in handy. I just love it. It is a favorite. So that is it. That is all that I've been loving lately. I've been trying to film this video for the longest, so I'm so glad that I finally got to film it. So thank you for sticking around to watch this long video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was helpful. And you have to let me know if you've tried any of these products out before, or if you're thinking about picking any one of these up. Let me know in the comments. I will love to know. I would love to hear your feedback. But if you like videos like this, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Until next time, bye.